vital that the girl be kept sedated. Not only is she hopelessly insane, but she has powerful and indulgent friends who refuse to accept the reality of her condition. They could target the staff for revenge if she ever escaped. Keep your guard up at all times. My grandson is very clever, and he's playing at the top of his game. The Quartermaine girl was much more easily rendered ineffective, but Nicholas will be more of a challenge. Watch him closely. I'm going to speak to Dr. Grimes.
She's gone. My grandmother now's our chance to get out.
I don't understand anything that's going on. Is it day or night?
I know, baby. I'll get you someplace where you can sleep off the drugs, okay? And I'll fill in whatever's missing. It's okay. Someone's coming. Thank God. Okay, don't get me away. Okay.
No.
It's okay. Sorry, I got it covered. It's okay.
I don't think I know you.
Here, this will help. This will help bring you back, okay?
Don't say anything. You'll ruin the dream.
No, it's not a dream. It's not a dream. We escaped. We're okay. We're okay. We're more than okay. Look at me. Look at me, baby. I remembered everything. My whole life. Including every second of being in love with you. First time you kissed me, the Four Musketeers, you reading to me when I couldn't speak, dancing at the Bacchanalia, wedding vows, making love to you the first time. Okay, babe.
You've come back to me.
Yes. It's not going to take Elena long to realize that we're missing, and I didn't want to freak your family out by letting them see you like this, but we need to get you up to the house as soon as possible.
I know, Nicholas, we can't. We're safe where we are. I don't want to take the chance of anyone seeing you, not even my family. I mean, you just escaped from a mental hospital, and you took another patient with you. Who knows what strings Helena could pull to have you legally recommitted?
Okay. We'll stay in the boathouse tonight. In the morning, we'll go to Jason for help, okay?
Nicholas left Shady Brook and...
It's a made-up holiday celebrated by a walk in the snow that ends in a snowball fight, but see, that doesn't count because you told me that when I thought I was Connor.
Kelly's closed dinner.
A traditional potluck shared by the Four Musketeers.
Who are?
Who are you, me, Lucky, and Elizabeth, who always brings brownies because that's the only thing that she knows how to make. How am I doing so far?
You're wonderful.
Can I tell you something? Remember the first night we made love? Yeah. It was the happiest moment of my life up until then. Because I knew that I would be in love with you for the rest of my life.
Thank God. I was sure either Mary or Helena was going to walk through that door. And honestly, I don't know which one would have been worse.
Oh, my vote goes to Elena. Mary's misguided. Elena's lethal.
Mary's a lot more than misguided.
True, but I think Elena's the bigger threat here. We need to find another hiding place. She knows that we've come here before.
Which is why she wouldn't think we'd come back.
Or why she would think we would. Listen, babe, I really want you to go up to the house, okay? Please, I
Wherever
don't know
we go, we go together. You're stuck with me.
Okay. And that's all I want.
You need to understand where I'm coming from. I finally made peace with the idea that your memory would never come back. It was enough just to be with you, to have you back, to be able to call you by your name. And I was starting to learn how to love you as you were instead of needing who you used to be. And now the miracle I stopped praying for has happened. I've been given this amazing gift, and I'll never treat it lightly or take it for granted again. So you better get used to it, because I'll never willingly be separated from you again.
Okay. You know, when I think about how much I hurt you and all the horrible things that I said to you, I wouldn't have blamed you if you turned your back on me for good. I wouldn't.
Never. I love you, Nicholas. The night I realized you were alive, it was like being reborn, like being given a second chance at everything.
I know it was still unfair. I mean, it was bad enough when I thought I was Connor, going on and on about my love for Mary and accusing you of being a stalker. And when I found out the truth, instead of begging you to forgive me, I lashed out at you even more, basically punishing you for loving me. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life making that up to you, okay?
There's nothing to make up. You were struggling through confusion and darkness, and I struggled with you because we promised never to let go.
Yes, we did. We never will, okay? It's okay, it's just thunder.
This feels like heaven. Of all the things I missed when you were away from me, falling asleep in your arms tops the list.
I remember being with you like this. no idea what it means to say that, to know it. Oh, come here. Where is your engagement ring?
I took it off when I thought we were having your memorial service. I promised Lulu that I would give it to her as a gift from her big brother.
Well,
she grew up.
I will buy Lulu another one. Our engagement ring goes back on your finger, all right? Where it will soon be joined by a wedding band, you understand?
Can't happen soon enough. I hate to spoil the mood, but it's my curse to be practical, and if we're gonna stay here tonight, we're gonna need supplies. So I'm gonna run up to the house and I'm gonna change clothes, grab a few blankets, and raid the kitchen.
All right. Well, I'll go with you.
It'll be easier if I go alone.
What if you get caught?
I won't be. I spent years growing up in that house. I know how to sneak in and out. Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Okay. Hurry.
Okay.
Since we're all stuck here anyways, can we please go through with this?
You're not being fair to Georgie. She's really scared.
Guys, hello? Don't you think I am? The storm, the warnings, the riderless wheelchair. My God, we're leaving and an accident happens. Come on, man. It feels like this is happening for a reason.
You guys, I just think we should just leave well enough alone. Why tempt fate?
Look, it may not be Lila, all right? It may be some other vengeful spirit. I mean, but either way, I want to know. And after going through that, how can you seriously stand here and tell me that you don't?
Okay, say it is your great-grandma. What if she's trying to send us a message to get out of her house? Or maybe to stop calling her from the other side to spell out messages on a channeling board.
Yeah, and if it's the other, a dark spirit pretending to be Lila, why do you want to invite that spirit back in here?
To protect my great-grandmother's honor, for one thing, Sage. God, guys, look, she loved us. No matter how many mistakes we made or how often we made them, she still loved us. And Dylan, come on, man, I didn't know her that well, but I knew her well enough to know this, and you do too.
Yeah, I do.
If she's trying to tell us something, it's important, and we need to listen.
And if it's not?
Well, then we're gonna slam the door on some evil spirit that's making trouble in her name. Guys, look, we're gonna kick that spirit's butt back into the ether.
Ether?
You know, the great beyond, the other side. Look, whatever you want to call it,
All right,
okay?
look, you're saying you want to mix it up with a ghost?
Dylan,
Come on.
think about it, all right? Who else is gonna haunt the Quartermaines besides another Quartermaine? Look, it's probably some angry ancestors come back because they're greedy and angry and Quartermaine.
Well, you can bet there's a lot of those.
So, what?
So I'm not gonna let some great uncle or whatever defame my great-grandmother's good name.
I'm open.
No, guys,
But I don't know.
God, for God's sakes, what is it now? There's someone out there. I saw them.
All right, I know you're in here. I'm gonna give you just one chance to surrender peacefully. And then I'm gonna put you in a world of hurt. Come on now.
What are you doing here?
I heard the sirens.
So naturally, you left the safety of the boathouse and you came up here where anyone could see you?
There's more places to hide in the main house besides I missed you.
Well, as it happens, the sirens have nothing to do with you. A tanker truck just turned over not far from the gate and it's blocking the road.
I'm not worried about the police finding me, but you should have warned me about the maid.
Who, Alice?
Yeah, she's Emily. She's patrolling the house with a, you know, shh, with the straw.
Broom?
Yes, thank you. She almost got me.
Yeah, Alice is passionately committed to home security.
I'm lucky to be alive.
you're trapped in here now.
Trapped in Emily's bedroom. What a nightmare.
You know, it's actually a fantasy from years ago.
Fantasy?
I had such a terrible crush on you.
Tell me the fantasy. Come on, tell me.
Nope.
Please.
It's silly. I just discovered romance novels.
Tell me the fantasy.
Dark and stormy night, stranded, thrown into one another's arms, one desperate night together.
Were the police about to kick down the door?
You're usually a cavalier or a knight, wounded in battle, or a gunslinger fleeing from the law. That kind of thing.
Gunslinger? Wow, I can't picture myself as a gunslinger.
Well, I tried reading War and Peace, so I could imagine you in your native habitat, you know, a Russian prince fighting Napoleon and taking shelter with me. Fortunately, War and Peace, though a classic of Western literature, doesn't have a lot of the good stuff.
Good stuff? What good stuff?
Passionate kisses. Promises of undying love. So for a while I'd alternate one chapter of War and Peace, a romance novel, followed by another chapter of War and Peace. And the only thing that didn't change was you, the hero of all of my daydreams. And now those dreams have come true.
Yeah, I haven't been all that heroic lately.
You found your way back to me through darkness and confusion and lies. That's pretty heroic.
You never gave up on me. And that's what saved me.
And now we're here together and no one can find us. At least for tonight.
You ready for the good stuff?
So if we pretend not to see this, the poor, confused young woman, maybe she'll just go away and not tell anyone that I'm here.
But if she does, we'll charge her with trespassing.
Yeah, you'd have no choice.
Yeah, my family doesn't like people sneaking through their home, barging into rooms.
I won't say a word. I didn't see anything. Nothing at all.
That was so weird.
She won't tell anyone.
You hope.
She doesn't want to get in any trouble. I think we're safe here. At least until the morning. I'm starving.
So am I. That's the main reason we came up here in the first place, huh?
Oh, you think Alice is guarding the kitchen?
Oh, Alice is nothing compared to Cook. But Cook goes to bed at 9 o'clock sharp and she sleeps like a log, so I'll be right back. Okay?
No, I want to go with you.
It's way too dangerous.
So, in any of those romance novels, or War and Peace for that matter, would the knight or the gunslinger, as the case may be, allow the beautiful woman to go out into the dark and stormy night all by herself?
I'll take the back stairs.
Okay. There you go.
Brie, crackers, olives,
Roast beef, grilled chicken.
chocolate cake.
Wine.
Did you get that corkscrew?
Well, I thought you did.
You know, we can't risk the back stairs again.
Not even for 1963 Merlot?
I might have one in my beach bag here. It's gotta be in this closet somewhere. God, it's getting cold in here all of a sudden.
Not to me, it doesn't.
It's like this blast of cold air.
Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah, a terrible omen of disaster or a cool breeze from the storm.
I'll go with the cool breeze.
Here it is. Oh, you can show your gratitude by warming me up.
Okay, come here. That better?
Just what I wanted.
Oh. To us and good omens on dark and stormy nights.
To teenage daydreams that miraculously come true. What are you doing here?
3 guesses.
Want to buy the police?
Little Prince gets a prize. Now, the thing is, I can't have anyone know that I'm here, especially your big brother, Jason. So I'm afraid to say that I will be the only one leaving this room alive.
I can help get you out of the country.
No. You mean to serve me on a platter to Jason?
Faith, you fired that gun. Someone hear the shot, come running up here. You can't kill a whole house full of Quartermaine.
It's a chance I'm just gonna have to take.
Jason! Okay?
It's just a powder burn. I can't let it get away.
Joke. All right. I mean, I even fell for half of it. Okay, like when I went back to the house and I saw you in the hall, you know, with the black and everything, looking all crazy and freaky and stuff.
That wasn't me.
I saw you. It had to be you.
Trent, I didn't run around the house dressed in all black, acting all creepy, okay?
Okay, you guys get that she's lying, right?
It wasn't me.
Then who was it?
Or what was it?
Stay here, I'll check the freezer.
Be careful, she could have another gun.
Come here.
Looks like Faith's been hiding here.
Yeah.
I have to warn the family.
All right, I'll wait here.
No, come with me.
I can't risk getting caught. Technically, I'm still an escaped mental patient.
Okay, I'll hurry. Where's the family?
Oh, they're in the living room.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
No, but I'm looking.
Okay, if you could look upstairs near my room.
Oh, sure, I'll do that.
I need to speak with you both.
I thought you were at Elizabeth.
Listen, can we go in there? It's really important.
Emily, come say hello to your grandmother.
You are not dragging my daughter into this. Come on.
Emily, my dear, it's lovely to see you.
What? She's pretending to be grandmother?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to stomach, isn't it?
She could be channeling. We can't rule it out. I can. She's obviously faking.
Thank God, the voice of sanity.
Lila, tell us about the danger?
Right, let's get
Emily,
out of here.
please, don't go. If there's danger out there, stay with the family and be safe.
Emily, my dear, I wish you every happiness. I always have.
How nice. Let's get to the point. Excuse me. It's me, the skeptic. Quick question. Who do you want to inherit all your money?
Oh, my God, not again. Where's my flashlight?
And does anybody want to be prepared? Ow!
I didn't say I'd be in charge of it, but I just asked you if you could help me find the darn thing.
Calm down.
I'm calm. I found the flashlight.
I've got a light here.
She's good.
She's gone.
You bet. I asked her a tough question. She blew out her candle and ran.
Why would your mother leave like this?
Heather left.
Father, you can't seriously believe
Mom,
I gotta
Dad,
find her.
I really need you. No, if there's danger,
You didn't believe that drivel, did you?
I need to talk to you. Dad,
Emily.
I'm here. Sit. I don't want them wandering around the house, but I don't want to cause a panic either.
What is it?
Faith Roscoe just pulled a gun on me and Nicholas.
What? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Do I want to know how you happened to be with Nicholas?
Listen, I'll give you all the details later, but he's all right, Mom. He remembered everything.
Yeah, fine. What about Faith?
She came into my room. She may still be in the house, and she probably has an accomplice.
Okay, I'm calling the police.
Wait, don't tell them about Nicholas.
I won't.
Okay, listen, I have to get back to him, but try to get everybody back in one room, and don't scare them.
All right, and you be careful.
Okay, I will.
Yes, this is Dr. Quartermaine.
Why are we coming in here? Nicholas and Emily, no, I'm in the house.
Nicholas? What's Nicholas doing here? Last I heard, he'd been committed.
Geez, you know, I didn't really have time for a chat. He was busy jumping me, and I was busy trying to escape. Now, we have to get out of the house.
That road is being blocked by that tanker truck.
Well, what about the lake? There's a boathouse, so...
All we have to do is make it to the pier. I've got a boat taking us out to the harbor and then to the Keys. Just hold on until this weather breaks, okay?
I will try, okay?
What happened to Miss Nerves of Steel, Miss Cool Under Pressure?
Well, things have changed. It's different now. I have more to lose. Starting with you. And to tell you the truth, I don't really like storms. If you tell anyone, I will kill you.
All your secrets are safe with me, okay? I've got to go check something out. You stay here until I get back, okay?
Is you.
oh, get off of me! No, Sage, fight back! I dare you! Sage, are you all right? Sage.
Sage.
Look, Sage, you aren't funny, okay? Nobody's laughing.
You can get up now. She's faking, right?
She's dead.
Nicholas, what happened? Are you all right?
Yeah, somebody slammed me with something as soon as you left the basement.
Then you weren't outside the house?
In the main house? No.
What? I thought I saw you.
So what, you followed whoever you thought it was? Emily, it could have been Helena or Faith.
Like, do you think Faith hit you?
I don't know. I stepped out of the freezer, someone hit me, and I woke up inside the freezer. But the door wasn't completely closed, so I...
So do you think they left the door open on purpose?
Yeah.
So whoever hit you then meant to let you go?
Right, it doesn't make sense. Did you warn your family?
Yeah, I told my mom, but I don't want the others to panic. She's calling the police, but she's not going to tell them about you. I'm glad you're all right.
Come here. Faith's smart. She's long gone by now.
No, Faith's smart, all right. She's also deadly. mother's calling the police to tell them Faith Rusk was on the property.
Let's hope she doesn't run into anyone else before the police arrest her.
Yeah, I warned my family.
Faith's armed and desperate right now, and given her past history, capable of just about anything.
Well, like you said, if she has any sense at all, she's already miles away by now.
Yeah, I know, but the road's blocked and the area's crawling with rescue workers. You'd think it'd be nearly impossible for her to get off the estate without being seen.
What, do you think she's still inside the house?
Yeah, or somewhere else on the property.
It's for protection.
From what?
There's a killer on the loose. Sage Alcazar was murdered.
A teenage girl, you...
No, I didn't have anything to do with it. Look, I went down to the freezer to hide, and I found her there. She was already dead. She looked like she'd been stabbed. There was blood on the floor. I didn't know if the killer was nearby, so I got out of there as fast as I could.
So help me God, Faith, if you lie.
God, we both know that I have done my share of terrible things, but I did not kill that girl. You
Tell me what happened.
I just did.
I know you, Faith. There's something you're not telling me. What is it?
Does Monica know I'm here? She agreed not to tell the police about me?
Yeah, she's only gonna report Faith. So we'll spend the night here like we planned, and then tomorrow...
I'm gonna go outside here.
I won't disclose it yet.
Be careful,
No,
please.
Nicholas, you're not going out there alone. I'm coming with you.
All right, just stay behind me.
Faith must have been here.
Why would she leave your life here?
That's probably the police now. So we should just stay here and wait until they found Faith.
Hiding is not doing good at this point.
Mom promised she wouldn't say a word.
She won't have to. The police are going to be combing every inch of this estate searching for Faith.
Rethink this.
What do you mean?
Listen, it's too risky for you to turn yourself in. Nicholas, Helena still has that court order. She could have you taken back to Shady Brook.
I doubt she can get anywhere near this house tonight. I mean, come
Listen,
on.
a chance to control you is the only motivation that your grandmother needs to pull off the impossible.
Maybe, but it's too late to run, Emily.
No, it's not.
Yes,
We
it
can
is.
still get
Your
out of
mother
here.
knows that you're with me.
So what?
So all she has is your word that I'm even marginally sane. If you suddenly disappear, she's going to think I kidnapped you.
I explained to
And
her that
just
you're not a threat.
Hold on. Let me just see this from her point of view for a second, okay? I mean, your daughter falls in love with this guy.
A
who's
wonderful man.
Okay. Who's rich, spoiled, and an aristocrat, okay? And whose father and uncle are both murderers and completely insane, and whose mother, although admirable in her own right, is insane herself. And not finished on top of that, your daughter's boyfriend.
Fiance,
okay, is in a terrible accident and vanishes, believed dead. Months later, resurfaces with no memory and proceeds to punish your daughter for it. He screams at her, he makes public scenes, gets in drunken brawls, and through it all, your daughter defends him, gives him the benefit of the doubt, continues to love him, no matter how badly he treats her.
she doesn't have a choice. He's the only man that she's ever gonna love.
So, one more thing, right? He's committed to a mental hospital, okay? And when he breaks out, he has your daughter with him. She shows up in the middle of the night and tries to assure you that he's in pristine mental health and everything is fine. Then you vanish without a trace. So, as a concerned parent, what do you do?
Trust her judgment.
No.
Call the police and tell them that my daughter's been kidnapped.
Right.
So you're right. We have to turn ourselves in.
How long have you and Emily been on the property?
Just a few hours. We started down at the boathouse and made our way up to Emily's bedroom. That's when Sage Alcazar walked in on us.
Did you speak to her?
Only briefly. The three of us made a pact to pretend that we hadn't seen each other.
Yeah, she seemed pretty nervous, almost a little frightened.
Well, who wouldn't be wandering a strange house in the dark, running into an escaped mental patient.
We think we know who killed Sage.
The killer has already confessed.
Now you put a sock in it.
Georgie, you locked Sage in the freezer for playing a trivial prank. Am I right? You admit that.
Yes, but that's as far
And
as...
then Sage got back at you, taunted you with the fact that she slept with my son. You erupted in a murderous rage.
Stop it!
The speculation ends now, Tracy. This investigation is a police matter.
So why don't you investigate why your daughter killed Sage?
It never happened!
We know that, sweetheart. So do we. Sage may not have been the only intruder in our room tonight.
Faith Roscoe came in and threatened to shoot us both.
Faith.
It must have been Faith who killed Sage.
Possibly. If Faith was here at all.
We just told you. Nicholas and I both saw her.
Well, all we have is your word on that.
Why would we lie?
Nicholas just escaped from Shady Brook. Your grandmother is trying to track you down and take you back by force. Maybe Sage threatened to reveal your whereabouts. So you stabbed her to keep her quiet.
That's absurd. Nicholas would never kill anyone.
Nicholas is a Cassadine. They've been known to kill to get what they want. Nicholas wanted his freedom, and Sage was in the way of that.
Nicholas would never, under any circumstances, kill an innocent girl like Sage.
If Nicholas wasn't in the freezer, forensics would know. They would see that there was no trace of him.
I was in the freezer.
Why?
Because Emily and I chased Faith down there, okay? And it looked like she'd been hiding out in the freezer. Right? There were candles, blankets. Somebody hit me over the head. I woke up inside the freezer, but the door wasn't completely closed, so someone must have left it open on purpose.
Where was Emily?
I was looking for my mother to try to warn her about Faith.
Oh, I take it you didn't find Mom.
She did. And I told Alan, and we were going to call the police when Tracy came in and announced that Sage had been murdered.
That's right. We were going to call the police, but in all the chaos, I forgot.
Memory is selective.
What is that supposed to mean?
Interesting that you should remember that just now. Apparently you forgot Emily's warning about Faith until she reminded you. Maybe the two of you are covering for your daughter.
Covering what?
Emily could have stepped into the freezer and found Sage with a pipe in her hand, standing over an unconscious Nicholas. And when Sage was going to hit him again, Emily stabbed her to protect him.
You've known our daughter for years. How can you look us in the eye and make an accusation like that?
Alan's right, that's outrageous.
I have to examine everyone as a possible suspect, Alan.
Well, some people are more likely to commit murder than others, and I think you've overlooked the prime suspect.
Faith could be lying.
Why would she bother?
We have to go back inside. Mac wants us to all stay together.
He'll need help, Felicia.
The best way to help him is to do as he asks.
Look, one person's been killed, another's been stabbed, and the power's out. He needs help, okay?
I know. Well, then I'm gonna go.
No, he left you in charge. I'll do it.
No, I'm going with you.
Stay here,
Listen,
please.
Richard,
I don't want to waste any more time, okay?
Okay, go ahead. Say it. Say what? That he's macho, arrogant, pig-headed, idiot.
Those are actually pretty close to the words I'd use.
Loving a guy shouldn't make you blind to his faults. Any man that would run up into a dark house alone with the killer loose is a macho, arrogant, pig-headed...
Like Mac just did.
Exactly. They're both macho, arrogant, pig-headed idiots. And if anything happens...
Nothing will.
You better not. Because if Matt gets hurt after refusing to use me as backup, I'll never forgive him.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's Helena.
No, I'm not saying she wouldn't kill Sage just because she was in the way or to
camouflage what she was really after, but why would she knock me out?
She's after you. She wants to drug you into becoming the cast iron princess she always wanted you to be.
Yeah, well, why not drug me tonight? Why knock me out, then leave me to walk away?
Yeah, and why the disguise? You know, is she trying to get some sort of an advantage by scaring us? Or?
Yeah, the killer attacked Dylan in her bedroom. Maybe he left something behind that'll help us.
Hey, Nicholas.
Dylan.
Hey. Guys, they had the killer trapped in the boathouse. What?
Yeah, Mac's okay. He's taking charge now. He says everybody should stay down.
Slow down. Who has the killer trapped?
Monica and Alan. They sent my mom to go get reinforcements in the house.
All right, let's go.
No, you're staying right here.
Well, I want to know who did this.
Yeah, and I want to know you're safe. You stay here.
Guys, I gotta get back downstairs. Georgie and Brooklyn are still in the study, and Georgie's pretty freaked out. So, I'm going with you.
Come here. Stay here. Stay here. Lock this door. Don't open it for anyone but me, okay?
That's what you want, but I still think that
I love you. It's almost over. Go on.
Mary, you have to stop this. You don't know what you're doing. You're wrong. Emily, I'm saving Connor from you.
Open up! It's Nicholas!
You don't have to worry. Right, Nicholas is fine. He's not in any danger.
Stop calling him that. His name is Connor, and he is in danger from you.
I know that you loved your husband, Mary, but Connor is dead.
Stop lying. You're not fooling anybody. Connor knows the truth. I know the truth. You stole him. You tricked him. You held him prisoner in this house. And you filled his brain with lies. I'm gonna have to save him from you once and for all. And for that to happen, you're gonna have to die.
If all you want is Nicholas.
Connor.
Why did you kill Sage and Trent? What did a couple of teenagers ever do to you?
It wasn't personal. Guy shouldn't have been there. And he shouldn't have been helping you keep Connor locked up either. But the girl, I thought she was you. I was pretty sure you were dead. Turns out she was someone helping you keep Connor away from me. That's not gonna happen again.
Right, Nicholas is mine, and he belongs with me.
Game over, you crazy bitch! Do it. Do it, kill me. As long as you know Connor will hate you for it.
She's not down here?
No!
Emily! Emily! Please, God, no! No! Please. Can you hear me? Oh, thank you. Can you hear me?
Oh, God. She got away.
Oh, she, what do you mean she? What do you mean?
I tried, but I couldn't stop her.
The killer's a woman? What?
Nicholas, it's Mary.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
No, I wanted to trust her. I agreed to let her help us.
Well, there's no way that you could have known.
I can't believe it. I mean, you say it was her, so I know it's true, but she seemed to be gentle, loving, even terribly misguided, but it seemed to be a product of her grief. I don't see how she could kill anyone.
She's mentally ill.
I think it's more than that. Something turned her violent like this.
Maybe it's despair. You know, maybe she realized that she'd truly lost you, and her mind just snapped.
I don't like thinking that I could drive someone to madness.
It's not you.
I thought she was my wife. I said all the things that I was supposed to. I told her that I loved her. I told her that I wouldn't leave her.
Because she lied about who you were.
I know. I'm just trying to see this from her point of view. You know, she was lonely. She was grieving, and you know what? I know what that feels like. Because when we were afraid that you weren't going to survive the cancer, I didn't want to think about the rest of my life without you.
All right. So Mary's grieving, and suddenly you show up at her door, and now there's hope. It's a new chance at love, and all she has to do is lie.
But after a while, I don't think it was a lie anymore. I think she convinced herself that what she and I had was real, and I didn't help matters any by asking her to remarry me. The only reality that Mary can live with right now is the one that she created, where she and I belong to each other. When I turned away from Mary, she tried to win me back. She thought she still had a chance because of how angry I was at you.
And when we reconciled, then she lost any realistic hope of being with you.
So she created an alternate reality. One where I was still her husband. A reality where you were holding me prisoner and she had to save me. If I believed that you were being held prisoner somewhere by someone, I would do whatever is necessary to free you. And that includes wanting whatever person or persons were responsible dead.
So Mary's not giving up.
I wouldn't. And neither would you. Mary couldn't save her dead husband, Connor, so now she's trying to save me.
By killing me. So what do we do next?
Go downstairs, I guess, tell everyone what happened. I wonder if Mary's still in the house.
Well, she knows that she's been discovered, and she might be too far gone now, you know, to understand the risk. So maybe she's just gonna stay close and keep trying to get after you.
I should have never left you alone like that in here. And after I knew Dylan, what happened to him and you.
It's okay.
No, it's not. She almost killed you. When I learned the truth about who I was, Mary tried to kill herself. It should have been my first clue that she was unstable, but I guess I missed it.
And so you thought differently, Emily?
Yes, something about Mary was just off to me. Yeah, I didn't trust her after all the lies she told, and her sense of entitlement when it came to Nicholas just didn't seem normal. But you have to understand, see, normal when it comes to Mary is very subjective.
I assumed that when I chose to go back to Emily, as if there was ever a choice. She's the only woman I've ever loved, and if I didn't have the head injury, we'd probably be can only assume that that's when she lost touch with reality.
Call for it.
Mary? Mary, it's over. You can't run anymore.
Connor? Hi. I'm glad you're here. I've come to rescue you. So we can have our life together, the one we always wanted.
Put the knife down, Mary.
I can't. Not until you're free.
Mary, you need help. I'm not your dead husband.
You are. But Connor's not dead. He's alive. He's you. Emily stole you. She lied to you. Emily should be dead. And I'm gonna be the one to kill her. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her for you.
I'm warning you, Mary. Not another step.
Don't you shoot her before she gets away. What are you doing?
It's all right, Nicholas. Don't worry, she's not going anywhere.
I won't give up, Connor. I'll have our life back as soon as Emily's dead, I promise.